Hi starseeds, it's Sikaal and Opheana here with the Ascension energy update for January 2019.
Yes, we are cosmic shamans and teachers of universal consciousness. We would like to share our take on what's coming through for January 2019 and, filtering through the year of 2019. Very exciting, high frequency energies, as we've already been seeing the build up over the last 6 months. January, the teams are discussing with us, they're not attached to time, they live no time, no space. However, the feedback coming through the reading of the field, the chatter that we get a lot of is it's really time to claim who we are, why we're here, and that we are creating a new earth together.
Yes. Together.
And so what does that mean, and how can we do our part? How can we claim our piece of this new earth, in that we are world builders, we are creators.
Society creators.
Yes, and so what is your role in this? Are you listening to guidance to put yourself in a place where spirit can communicate your role, where spirit can place you where you need to be for this new earth reality, for this new earth creation, for this new earth energetic, cosmic lift, timeline shift, highest timeline shift? Where are you in this? We all need to ask ourselves, where am I in this? What is my role? And listen up, because they're talking. It's just about, are you listening? Are you making the time, the space, and the energy to really hear and to listen? Because it's really fun.
It's awesome. Where are you guided towards what to do and what you're doing, where you're going to be doing it, how you're going to be doing it, with whom, which group, what, all of this stuff is going to start to, really be shown to you more clearly now. And the reminder that the new earth is not 5,000 miles or kilometers that way, or that way, or that way, or that way. It's here, but in a higher frequency bandwidth, in a higher timeline, a higher octave of existence, if you will. And so what's happening is, as you raise in your consciousness, you start locking yourself into the new timeline, and you become a part of the new world. And for those of you, probably not you guys because you're watching this, but for those individuals who are not doing the spiritual work, who are not listening to their guidance, they're not going to be able to access that level of frequency. Why? Because they're not choosing it. They're not listening. They're not ready. And that is okay. So this new earth paradigm, that you guys are well informed about, really is a new timeline at a higher place, and it's forming here. Like we said before in one of our other videos, transitioning from 3D to 5D, this is the energetic bandwidth where we spend our time. And this is where we get guidance from. This is where we're creating from. And it's now time, January 2019, where that's going to be more clear for you to act upon your guidance and no longer be afraid of the steps to make forward, letting go of people, places, situations, events, projects, jobs, houses, relationships, like we've said so many times. Now's the time. You just choose. You just choose the new you. You just choose the new you, and you can make a little plan if you want, to do it over a relatively quick period of time, but start making that change. And what we're getting more and more of is this is words that have come around, and with one of our clients we discuss this all the time, but it's the guiding principles of the new society and the new world. And guiding principles are guidelines. There's no lock-ins to anything, but they are guidelines to, well, how is it to be in this new realm? Like, how do we work together? Certainly different than in 3D. A lot of us will be telepathic and empathic, have those gifts open up more and more. So the whole having secrets and secrecies and ulterior motives, that stuff starts to go. It doesn't matter, because when you're in alignment with what Spirit and your teams are telling you, you're automatically living the highest timeline. You're automatically trusting that all your needs and more are going to be met. Everything you so want to be and so want in your life, the people you want in your life, the things you want to experience will be there for you in abundance. But you've got to trust that. So it's got to also shift to you being more and more service to others by being more of who you are, not by thinking with the lower mind. Again, like we've said before, how can I be of service to others? I got to help old ladies cross the street, and I got to go to the homeless shelter, and I got to do this, unless that's your exact guidance. But more often it's about, what am I bringing to this new society? What is my role in this new society? How do I envision this new world that we're creating together? Because make no mistake, it's here. And the more of us that shift to these higher levels of consciousness, the more populated it's going to be. And before you know it, it reaches a tipping point where it is the new world. That's what's happening. There's not a new world 5,000 miles that way. The new world is here at a higher frequency bandwidth. That's why it's called transitioning from 3D to 5D. Transitioning from third density to fourth density. Whatever you want to call it, like the law of one would call it. Like Ra in the law of one, etc. would call it as well, moving to fourth density society. That's what's happening with Gaia. That's what's happening with the solar system. That's what's happening within the galaxy and within the universe in different parts as well. Everything is moving and shifting and changing. And that's why we are every single day reporting these ascension energies. 9.4, 9.4, 9.4, 9.4, 9.4, 9.3, 9.2, 9.4, and you may think, oh, they're always the same. Yeah, but they're always high, and like we said before, it means constant change. So January, according to our guidance, is going to be where everybody starts to think more about, well, what is my role in this new society? And those that are ready, start acting on it. Start living your role. Start creating that life, because the new earth is already here. You've just got to become a part of it. And what we're getting more and more of is, what are these guiding principles? What are these ways of being in this bandwidth of reality that is very different to where we're coming from on a 3D reality?
Yes, and a lot of people get stuck on the phrase, question, what is my role? Just leave that aside if that stresses you out, and come back to, who am I? Beautiful. That's all you need to be. Who am I? Who do I need to be? Oh, I don't need to be anyone except my true self, my presence, anchoring in this personality that I've been utilizing and playing games with.
Yes.
Now I can actually infuse my spirit into this being. That's all you have to do.
That's all.
That's it.
That's it. It's that simple.
How do you do that? Well, as we say, the pillar, the tapping, the tools, the healing tools, the trillion healing tools that have been anchored on this planet, right? Using crystal, whatever you want to use. Do not be in denial that it's so hard for you. It's been hard for everyone. We've been everywhere, right? We've been everywhere in our consciousness. We've hit on every emotion you can hit on as a human being. That is why we share with you. We get it, we feel it, we know the pain, we've been through it,
yep.
We move through it, we master it. We still have a personality, but we don't let it control us. We don't let anything stop us from being free. No, we don't. And that's all it is. Who am I? What do I want to do? How can I be in my day where I feel centered? How can I live my life where I feel free? I'm a free agent in the world to be who I want to be. Are there situations in my life where I don't feel free? Perfect, I might start there. Are there people with whom I do not feel free to truly communicate how I want to communicate? Easy. Well, maybe simple, but not always easy, as we know, one of the hardest ones. Yeah. Are there situations, circumstances where I do not feel free? How can I be very, very creative to place myself in a situation where maybe it's not my preference but that's all I need for now, so that I can feel free, so that I can have more time freedom, so that I can be more, you know, contemplative of who I am, because that is all you have to do. That is your role, that is your puzzle piece, because when you are who you truly are meant to be, by just being spirit here on earth, you just do what you do. You live from love, you live from light, you make choices of clarity, you make choices of high frequency. That's all you have to do. There's no identity that you have to be. There is no shoulds that you have to do. It's all choice, all of it. All of it is then choice from a place of, talk about guiding principles of who I am. Well, I can feel that there's something that's not quite right there for me. My spirit is telling me. And you give time to that, and contemplation and space, and you let go of the beliefs around that, and then, now I know which way to step forward. That's all you have to do. That's it. It's creating so much simplification and freeing up in all areas of your life. Preachy, preachy, preachy. That you just be who you are. It's really very simple. Again, it's not always easy because there's so much density, there's so much beliefs, programming, but there's tools, and use the tools.
Yeah, and if I can add on to that.
Yeah, I'll let you add.
Really important is now, and we've said it so many times, but now you can really just kind of do it. Find the reasons why you still believe you can't move faster than you're moving, or why you can't do it. Oh, I'm 60, and for me, I'm just going to be on the sidelines watching it all. Now, I'm very interested in all the spiritual stuff, and I love your guys' chats, but you know, I'm 60, so for me, it's not really that relevant because I'm just kind of doing my life. No, that's not right. You are part of the new earth, and new earth needs you, and it doesn't matter whether you're 20 or whether you're 80. You know, find the reasons why you have convinced yourself that you don't need to make these changes, that you can sit on the sidelines and watch the game, including us communicating to you. But we're actually communicating to you so you can make the changes in your life. So one of them is look at reasons why you feel it's not applicable to you, or why you can't move a little bit faster. The other one is look at what is in your way of freedom. Like Opheana just said very clearly, where am I not free? What is holding me back? And the teams, your spirit, they're just saying that so clearly. They've got all their hands ready for you to address them, and they're here to lift any loads for you. They're here to help move you anywhere. So it's kind of like you've got a whole team ready at your beck and call, literally. That's their mission. So you need to address them. Okay, guys, I don't know how, but I want to move out of this apartment that I've been living for 15 years. It doesn't suit me anymore. The energy is not right for me. I have no money to move anywhere else. I don't know what to do. Help me. Show me one step at a time. I'm in a job that I've been in for 3 years. I really don't like it, and I kind of hate my boss, or I really can't groove with my boss anymore. My soul. Every time I go to that particular party with those friends, every Friday night, once a month when we meet, I don't feel good anymore. I can't express who I truly am. I can't tell them that I went to Venus on my last meditation on Friday night because they'd call me crazy. And the foods that they're eating, I really don't want it anymore. They're too dense for me, and I don't like getting drunk every Friday anymore. And this is just an example. Every area of your life, and all of you have different ones, it's time to look at where is it not aligned with you any longer. That's all you have to do to align with this new world. So get into this new world, because the world awaits you. You need to choose and allow it to happen, and ask your teams for help. The time really is now. Jan 2019, mark it off. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
New Earth.
So are you with us? Are you with yourself? Are you with your spirit? Are you with what you contracted to do before you came down here? We're really preachy today.
It's very preachy. Well, it's really high energy, you know.
Yeah.
Our guides are really preachy.
In a beautiful way. This preachy seems almost...
Well, we're cheeky with them, but
they're clear.
They're very clear, and we absolutely love it. We're very supported with very clear communication, and it's really about listening to that. And if you have some guides continually wanting to guide to you, and they're not stopping about a certain subject, or the thoughts are rolling through your mind when you're sort of just waking up in the morning and they're having a discussion with you, when you start taking steps forward in these, you'll notice that they'll quieten down for a while because the creation is happening. And then the next communication will happen when you've grounded that, and then the next communication. So keep listening, and keep listening to the guidance throughout your day. Or something just feels a little off there. It's key to listen to the little faint voices, the nuances, the sensitivities in the field. They want you to be aware of the gentle waves of energy, not the big hits. Right, now's the time. No, it's now a moment of absolute, just faint little feathers. It's really time to listen to those, to be who you are, to do whatever it takes with grace and with ease, with so much love for yourself, that then you can gift this world, this new earth that we are creating and building and growing together. You will have the availability, the love and light quotient availability, to really have your puzzle piece, because a puzzle needs its pieces. And you're being called. You would not be watching this if you weren't called. We all contracted together that we would wake up, that we would remember. And
not contracted, contracted, as in agreed upon.
Yeah, with the golden pen. So again, it's all free will. However, there's very, very strong energies coming through to make the very clean and clear choices, so that you're at the party on time, the new earth opening party.
And they want to give you something which is different than before. Why? Probably because we're in a new timeline with January 2019 hitting. It's a new opening up. A lot of you have been sort of preparing, let's say, your energetic space, cleansing it and cleaning it and making it more high vibe and making everything ready for you to, you know, be ready for the next steps to the new earth. But what the team is now suggesting is you get your backpack, you pack in the essentials, everything you want and need to be comfortable, and you step into the new earth, and from there you continue the cleansing and the creation of your new world. So not making everything perfect in your old timeline and then you're ready for the new timeline.
Nice.
Stop that, but grab your backpack and go. Commit to going to the new earth. You just say, I'm part of the new earth now. And that's where you continue your journey. And an analogy for some of you, most of you, that have seen Lord of the Rings. In the very beginning, when Frodo needs to start off on the journey of the ring to Mordor, as an example, he doesn't first clean his little house in the Shire, make sure everything's ready so he's ready for the big journey, and, you know, read a book about the journey to come. He packs his bag, grabs the ring, and goes. That's the analogy the team want to give you. For those of you that love that movie, it's just an analogy for someone going on the journey. So
Spirit
go to the new world,
yes.
Go there, and then start doing, you know, turn the chapter, close the old one down, the old timeline, step into the new earth. This is an intention, and your spirit can help you. You can do a meditation around this. You can even, you know, ask your teams to help you with very, very, very clear guidance, and then all of a sudden things that seemed logical to you in your old timeline no longer fit. Certain friends don't resonate anymore. Certain places you used to go don't suit anymore, and it'll be super clear why, because you're in the new earth. You have created yourself to be in the new earth. January 2019 is the time for that. It is your time. It is also your choice. If you want to stick to the old timeline for a while and wait for some other magical event to happen, maybe a lot of volcanoes to go off at the same time, and you know,
It's a
create the letters in the sky saying now is the time. It's all up to you, and that's a very cheeky statement because it's not about that. It's about now's the time. You get to choose, and you don't have to wait for something amazing to happen in your external world because it's here. And you're going to be part of anchoring it when you move forward. So pack your bag, make the choices, let's get going.
Yes, absolutely. And just to add because, you know, working with the lower mind, the personality, that's like, well, you want me to just pack my bag? And it's not literal.
It's energetically.
It's being open to
intentionally.
Change.
Yes.
Change. Oh, new timeline. Woo! Didn't expect that. So you want me to move states? Interesting. Or you want me to shift my perception but stay where I'm living? Allow spirit to lift you up and place you where you need to be.
Which could be in the same place.
Yes.
But just from a different perspective. What it's really about is making the commitment to, yeah, I'm here to be part of the new earth.
What do I do?
Yeah, I'm a starseed here. I'm a light worker. Show me the rest.
Yep.
That's a very different intention because you, with your free will, are then part of the new earth. Yeah. And then a whole different set of magic rules start applying to you, and a whole different set of energetics start working with you, and the team can work with you in a whole different way rather than you waiting in your old timeline for something magical to happen
or
there.
Something bad to happen
or
to
something
make you
bad
move.
to happen
Yeah.
to make you move, or to just
kind
of hold on a little bit more out of safety.
You'll just sit there and stagnate and wait for the big flash
so that's
to happen.
The big one.
It's you. It's all you.
Yeah.
You're the one that's going to turn the page. You're the one that's going to fully surrender up all of the personality, fears, issues, so that spirit can infuse and lift you where you need to be. Spirit can't lift you if you're heavy with baggage and with anchors and with sentimental blah blah blah. Let it all go. It's not why you're here. You know, the old saying of when you die, you don't take anything with you. Be of that mindset. Let everything go. Let go of attachment. Doesn't mean you actually let it go, and even the people, but let go of all of the attachment to it. Surrender up. Throw your arms open and trust spirit.
And there'll be a stirring in all of you of excitement, whether it's still little to get started or
Free
really
up.
big for some of you or most of you. That's the excitement you're looking for. It's happening. The new earth is grounding. It's in creation. Step into it and let your timelines unfold.
Beautiful.
Many blessings, guys. You can all do it.
Yeah.
You can all do it. And then allow it to happen and follow your guidance.
Yeah.
Many, many blessings.
Many
Do you have anything to add?
No.
I feel super complete, and so does the team. Thank you so much, guys. We look forward to seeing you next time. So much love.
Yes, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Let's be this.
Let's be this.
Much love. Much love.